Aaron Goodwin is a familiar face to millions, known for his role on GhostAdventures, where he explores haunted locations and faces the unknown. For over a decade, Aaron has been at the forefront of paranormal investigation, bravely stepping into some of the world's most notorious haunted sites. His willingness to confront the unexplained, often in the dead of night, has captivated audiences and made him a staple of supernatural television. Whether it's abandoned asylums, eerie prisons, or shadowy mansions, Aaron's presence brings a sense of authenticity and excitement to every episode. His everyman persona and genuine reactions have made him a fan favorite, bridging the gap between viewers and the supernatural. Unlike many TV personalities, Aaron's approach is refreshingly honest. He doesn't hide his fear or excitement, and that vulnerability resonates with fans. Viewers see themselves in him, experiencing the chills and thrills right alongside him. Over the years, Aaron has built a loyal following, with fans drawn not just to his ghost hunting skills, but to his authenticity and relatability. He's approachable, humble, and always willing to share a laugh, even in the face of the unknown. Starting as the team's equipment technician, Aaron's dedication and vulnerability propelled him to become a central figure on the show. He was the one making sure every camera, recorder, and sensor was ready to capture evidence of the paranormal. But as the series progressed, Aaron's role grew. His courage in the face of fear and his willingness to be the first to volunteer for the most daunting tasks earned him respect from both his team and the audience. He became more than just the guy behind the gear. He became the heart of the investigation. Off-camera, he's a private, down-to-earth person who enjoys art and photography, far removed from the drama of celebrity life. Aaron finds peace in creative pursuits, often spending his free time painting or capturing the beauty of the world through his camera lens. These hobbies offer him a much-needed escape from the intensity of ghost hunting and the pressures of fame. Friends describe him as genuine and loyal, someone who values real connections over the spotlight. Despite his television success, Aaron remains grounded, preferring quiet moments with loved ones to the chaos of Hollywood parties. But in 2024, Aaron faced a real-life horror more chilling than any ghost story, a betrayal that would shake his world to its core. The man who had spent years confronting the supernatural was suddenly forced to confront a devastating reality in his own life. The news came unexpectedly, leaving Aaron reeling and questioning everything he thought he knew about trust and loyalty. It was a moment that would test his strength and resilience in ways he had never imagined, pushing him to the edge emotionally and mentally. The man known for confronting spirits would soon face a darkness far more personal and terrifying. As he navigated this new chapter, Aaron discovered that the scariest battles aren't always with ghosts. They're with the people and circumstances closest to us. This is the story of how Aaron Goodwin, the fearless ghost hunter, was forced to confront the shadows within his own life, and what he learned about courage, vulnerability, and the true meaning of survival. Aaron and Victoria Goodwin's marriage began with hope and the promise of a peaceful life away from the spotlight. To fans, their relationship seemed happy and stable, a welcome contrast to Aaron's eerie work. Social media glimpses showed a couple enjoying life together, but their private life remained mostly hidden. Beneath the surface, however, cracks were forming, pressures and secrets slowly eroding their bond. The foundation of their marriage was not as strong as it appeared. What started as a dream partnership was quietly unraveling, setting the stage for a shocking turn. The love story that began with optimism was about to become a nightmare. The Goodwins' marriage, once filled with laughter and shared dreams, slowly began to unravel. Victoria and Aaron had built a life together, but cracks started to show as the years went by. The pressures of daily life, unspoken resentments, and unmet expectations quietly eroded their bond. Then everything changed when Victoria began an affair, not with someone nearby, but with Grant Amato, a convicted murderer serving life in prison. The story of Amato, infamous for his chilling crimes, captivated Victoria in a way she never expected. She found herself drawn to his story, feeling a strange connection to someone so far removed from her world. Their correspondence, sparked by a late-night true crime documentary, quickly became an intense emotional affair. What started as curiosity soon turned into nightly letters, secret confessions, and a growing sense of intimacy. Victoria poured her heart out to Amato, sharing her frustrations, her loneliness, and her deepest fears, things she never told Aaron. Victoria's obsession with Amato pulled her further from Aaron, creating a secret world of betrayal. She began to live a double life, hiding her growing attachment to a man she had never met in person. The thrill of secrecy and the emotional rush of forbidden connection became addictive. Instead of seeking help or ending the marriage, she chose deception, deepening the rift. Every lie, every hidden message pushed her further away from Aaron. The guilt weighed on her, but the excitement of her secret life was too powerful to resist. Aaron, busy with his demanding career, was unaware of the growing danger at home. He worked long hours, believing he was providing for his family, never suspecting that his marriage was slipping away. The distance between them grew, but he chalked it up to stress and routine. The emotional distance turned toxic, and Victoria's feelings shifted from simple unhappiness to something far more sinister. Resentment and anger simmered beneath the surface, poisoning every interaction. The home that once felt safe now echoed with silence and suspicion. The marriage was no longer just troubled, it was on the brink of disaster. With trust shattered and secrets piling up, the Goodwins' relationship teetered on the edge, setting the stage for a tragedy no one could have predicted. Victoria's secret relationship with Amato, a man she met under mysterious circumstances, took a dark and dangerous turn. What began as a clandestine affair soon spiraled into something far more sinister, a murder-for-hire plot that would shock everyone who knew her. The secrecy and intensity of their connection fueled a sense of desperation, pushing Victoria to consider the unthinkable. Instead of seeking a divorce or trying to resolve her marital issues through legal means, Victoria made a chilling decision. She conspired with Amato to have her husband Aaron killed. She meticulously provided Amato with every detail he needed: Aaron's daily routines, his travel plans, and even the precise locations where he could be found. To ensure the plan would be carried out, Victoria sent over $11,500 in cash, using secretive methods to avoid detection. The money was meant to pay for the hit, a sum that underscored just how far she was willing to go. The murder was scheduled to take place in October 2024, a time when Aaron would be away from home, busy filming on location in California. The distance from his usual environment was supposed to make him more vulnerable, and Victoria believed this would be the perfect opportunity to carry out the deadly plan without arousing suspicion. The digital trail left behind was chilling. In a series of disturbing text messages, Victoria's true intentions were laid bare. She wrote, "Am I a bad person? Because I chose to end his existence, not divorce." These words revealed not only her willingness to go through with the plan, but also the cold calculation behind her actions. The messages showed a woman tormented by her choices, yet determined to see them through. Amato, orchestrating the plot from behind bars, used a contraband cell phone to communicate with Victoria. Despite being incarcerated, he was able to send and receive frantic messages, coordinating every detail of the attack. The two exchanged updates, anxieties, and reassurances as the plan moved closer to execution. The use of illegal technology in prison added another layer of danger and complexity to the conspiracy. In the end, fate intervened. The hired killer, for reasons still unclear, backed out at the last moment. Aaron, completely unaware of the plot against his life, remained unharmed. The plan unraveled, leaving Victoria and Amato's scheme exposed and their futures in jeopardy. Victoria's betrayal was total. Her actions were driven by a dangerous mix of obsession, desperation, and a desire to escape her marriage at any cost. The emotional turmoil she experienced was evident, but it did nothing to excuse the gravity of her choices. Even though the murder-for-hire plot ultimately failed, the seriousness of Victoria's crime could not be diminished. The evidence of her intent, the money exchanged, and the elaborate planning all pointed to a chilling willingness to cross any line. The failed plot would have lasting consequences for everyone involved, forever altering the lives of those touched by her actions. The murder plot unraveled thanks to routine prison security. Grant Amato was caught with a contraband cell phone, which held incriminating messages between him and Victoria. Investigators discovered the entire conspiracy laid out in texts, details, payments, and the intended victim. The digital evidence was undeniable, giving prosecutors everything they needed. Victoria was arrested in March 2025, and news of her arrest shocked fans and the community. The case, uncovered by chance, marked the beginning of a painful legal battle. The truth was out, and the consequences were about to unfold in court. At Victoria's sentencing, Aaron Goodwin delivered a powerful, emotional statement. He described the deep betrayal and lasting trauma, admitting he no longer felt safe or able to trust anyone. "I cry every day. I feel so alone," he told the court, revealing the psychological scars left by Victoria's actions. Aaron accused Victoria of showing remorse only after being caught, questioning the sincerity of her apology. His testimony put a human face on the crime, highlighting the devastating impact of her plot. The courtroom saw not a TV star, but a man forever changed by betrayal. Victoria addressed the court, apologizing directly to Aaron for the pain and fear she caused. She admitted her guilt and took responsibility for destroying their marriage, expressing regret she said would haunt her forever. Promising to stay out of Aaron's life, she offered him the only peace she could. Yet her apology's timing after her arrest left many questioning its sincerity. Was it genuine remorse or a plea for leniency? Regardless, her words marked the end of her defense and left her fate to the judge. The judge weighed both sides. Prosecutors demanded a harsh sentence, while the defense argued Victoria was a first-time offender acting out of distress. The prosecution emphasized her commitment to the plot. The defense claimed she abandoned it after the failed attempt. Ultimately, Victoria accepted a plea deal, pleading guilty to conspiracy to commit murder. On June 5, 2025, she was sentenced to 36 to 90 months in prison, with credit for time served. The sentence struck a balance between punishment and her lack of prior record. For Aaron, it was a measure of justice and closure. Victoria was led away, leaving behind a marriage destroyed by her choices. The legal case ended, but the emotional fallout for Aaron Goodwin will last far longer. His journey to heal and trust again is just beginning, the scars of betrayal deep and lasting. The case is a stark reminder of how secrets and deception can destroy lives. It also highlights the power of digital evidence in uncovering the truth. Aaron's story is a human tragedy. Love lost, trust shattered, and lives forever changed. The lesson trust is precious, and its betrayal can have catastrophic consequences. As Aaron rebuilds, his experience stands as a warning to cherish and protect the trust we share with others.